Kev G, weather overview. How's it going out there, everybody? Well, you knew that this October joyride that we've been on had to end sometime. So here we are through October 8th, and we have had a great run of weather to open the month. But that is all about to change as reality is about to set in across the tri-state area. And I think for the balance of the month, we're really going to be dealing with temperatures the way we should be for this time of year. So we are going to see that happen. Now, we had a little bit of a step down in the month of September, but we started off quite mild. But then by late in the month, we started to shed those 80-degree temperatures, albeit in favor of still mild temperatures. But that's been a gradual step down, and now we're going to enter into a new phase where we step down even further into fall, and jacket-like weather is going to take hold. So if you don't have your sweaters and jackets and sweatshirts handy, now would be the time to figure that out over the next 24 to 48 hours, because we have a dramatic change in the weather pattern coming. And it really is dramatic when you look at the upper levels of the atmosphere and how they just totally reconfigure themselves going into late this week and early next week. So we'll take a look at that. This is NOAA. Like them on Facebook and Twitter. We had temperatures well into the 60s and even a few 70s today in spite of a lot of cloud cover. We'll have much of the same tomorrow. Maybe some fog will develop tonight just like it did last night. But then we have our big change come in, and that is going to be in the form of some moderate to heavy rain as a slow-moving frontal boundary starts to work in by early Thursday morning. And this rain could be heavy at times throughout the day on Thursday, and I think the rain will be slow to move off the coast. And that's in combination of that's due to the overall pattern slowing down the front. So rain could linger, especially for the city and points east, well into Thursday night and overnight Thursday night before it finally quits by Friday morning. And then we're left with a dry weekend. Now, that's the remnants of powerful Hurricane Michael on the far right-hand side of your screen right now. That storm is really not going to be influencing our weather, but it's going to be taking its toll on the Florida Panhandle for tomorrow night into Thursday with some life-threatening conditions down there in the form of strong damaging winds and heavy rain. For us, though, it's a cool, dry weekend, a typical fall weekend, a classic fall weekend with temperatures mainly in the 60s, no better than 65, 66 during the day. And then by the time we get into late Monday night and Tuesday, we get into a cold, dreary rain again with another system that looks like it's pretty powerful. In fact, the latest GFS model shows that there could be some snow into southeast Canada and portions of Maine with that system. So we'll have to see how that all plays out. Now, if we look at the overall pattern, I mean, this is just dramatic from a weather perspective, from a weather enthusiast perspective. When I see flips like this in the overall pattern, it's a sign to me that the weather is really changing, and not just a gradual change. This is a wholesale change, and I think this will last through the rest of the month with some brief interludes, perhaps, from time to time. But this is where we are now with a big ridge of high pressure giving us all this warm, lovely weather, and by the time the end of the week rolls around, it completely reverses itself. We have a lot of the jet stream starts to dip to the south, and that provides us with cold, well, relatively cold conditions from what we've had. Actually, it's going to be near to slightly below normal temperatures as far as that's concerned. But you see, the overall pattern really doesn't change as we go through next week. And so when we look at Weather Underground, it's no surprise that once we get past Thursday, our temperatures come down in a very dramatic way. And at nighttime, you're really going to feel it, especially in the outlying areas, with temperatures solidly in the 40s at night for your wake-up temperatures. So a dramatic change on the way. Get that fall wardrobe ready, because a big reversal is on the way. And I think this reversal is going to have some staying power through much of the rest of the month.